Hi all, welcome to my channel. So in this video we are going to learn about the latest ABAP 7.4 7.5 syntax, and we saw the value operator in my previous video. So now after learning the value operator, let's now look at the for operator. So a for operator is used as an alternative or replacement to the loop statements. Like earlier we used to do in do statement, loop in loom, all the iteration statements. So in the latest ABAP, the for operator is seen as an alternative or replacement for these statements, and it leads to the increased performance, and with minimal coding we can achieve the same mechanism. Okay, so please do like, share and subscribe my channel. So let's start. So before learning the for operator, please make sure that you are very well aware of the value operator, because for will be used along with the value. So I strongly recommend you to visit my playlist for the latest ABAP syntax and learn about the value operator. Okay, so let's now look at the for operator. So first of all, I am going to see a very basic example. So let's suppose I have a structure which has four fields, C1, C2, C3, 4. So here I have declared one structure with the name ty_num, and we have like four fields here. I have declared four fields, C1, C2, C3, C4, which is of type integer. Okay, so now let's define one table type also. So we will write types. Let the name of the table type be tt underscore num. Now we will write type table of, and the name of the structure. So this defines a table type. And if you have seen my previous window, we need to give here with key. So I will write with empty key. Now we declare the table type. So now let's create one internal table. So I will write data. Let the name of the table be lt underscore num equal to, we will write here value. Okay, here no space. Now we will write value, then the type, table type, in order to create the internal table, lt_num, tt_num should be table type, which we already declared, and then bracket. Okay, so now in order to populate the rows, what we did, this is my first row, this is my second row, which I will be populating now, this is my third row, and then main bracket close. Now just populate the values here. So suppose I want c1 equal to 1, we need this space here, c2 equal to 1, c3 also 1, c4 equal to 1. So this is my first row populated with these values. Similarly we can write here also. So for the second row, I want all those to be 2, c1 field to be 2, c3 all these 2, c4 also 2, and then the third row we want all to be 3. So you can see this is very time consuming, like I have to manually type. So let's see the output now. So now let's see the output. So I'm using this display, and here I've passed my internal table name. So execute. So we can see that one internal table is created with the name LTNum with the four column C1, C2, C3, 4, and the three rows that we added. So though our table is created, but it took me lots of hard work to populate all these. So I don't want to type again and again. So in this case, now we will be using for operator, like the same iteration, like it will make it the same iteration will be done by the for. So let's see how we can do the same thing. So instead of all this, now I will write for for keyword. This is the syntax. I'm going to remove this and write for. After that, we can give some variable name. Like suppose I'm giving variable am, and I will initialize it. Suppose I'm initializing it with 1. So what happens after writing this is that we are instructing the compiler to start an iteration with the initial value am equal to 1. Okay. Now after first iteration, I will be writing then. Means after the first iteration, the our value of am will be am plus 1. While this is all syntax, while am is less than 4. Okay, and now after this, what I want in the bracket, I want my field to be C1 equal to am, C2 equal to am, so let's see what is happening. You can see that the same output is still generated, but what we did, let me explain again. What we did that, see, this is like with each iteration, whatever is here will be repeated. Okay, so when first let's start. So for the first iteration, when we are writing for, then we are instructing to compiler to start iteration. Okay, so for the first iteration, my am will be, there will be one local variable initialized as 1. First iteration am will be 1, and then it will uh, go through this line, and it will write c1 equal to 1, c2 equal to 2, c3 equal to 3, c3 equal to 1, c4 1. After that, after this iteration, my value of am will be am plus 1, then am plus 1. Okay, so now for the second iteration, c1 will be 2, c2 2, c3 2, c4 2. Now the second iteration is completed. So now am will be then am plus 1, means 2 plus 1 3. Okay, so this will keep on repeating, like, okay, now if I won't give any condition to stop, then it will go on infinite iteration. So I have to stop the iteration also. So I've given a condition here, while am is less than 4. Like, do this iteration only while my am is less than 4. So you can see in output, while m is less than 4, because you have given the condition, so it is stopped for 3. Okay, now suppose if I am giving the condition while m is less than 8, so let's now see the output. So if you have studied C, so there we had this for, and the same thing ABAP is also now using, okay, for. So this is a way to we had to write all these rows, like 7 times we used to write in bracket. So instead of that, we just asked the compiler using for that keep repeating this particular row, this for 7 times. So this is one basic, very basic thing with what is for operator. Now we will see the for operator in our work area and internal table, because mostly in ABAP internal table is there, which we earlier used to loop through the work area. So same thing here also we will be doing through for operator. So now I want to create another table with all the entries of LTNum. Okay, so let's see that how we can do that. So we will write here data, name of the table, let it be itab 2 equal to, we will write value, the type is same as above, tt underscore num. Now we will give the bracket. So like I want to loop through the internal table LTNum using work area. Okay, so how we will write for, then we will keep the whatever the name of the work area. So I will write for work area. 1 second, there should be no. Okay, in, which is the name of the table that we want to loop through, is lt underscore num. So when we write this line for WA work area and LTNum, so it automatically creates one work area with the name WA. Like we don't have to now define anywhere here. It's already defined and created for work area, and which is similar to the line type of LTNum, similar to LT underscore num. One compatible work area is created. And now what this line is going to do is this is going to uh, iterate through each record of LTNum. Like in the first iteration, it will visit the first record of LTNum. Then in the second iteration, it will visit the second record of LTNum. In the fourth iteration, it will visit the fourth record of LTNum, and so on until all the records of LTNum are visited. So this is the purpose. And here in the bracket, when it visits the first record, then we will capture the work area here. In the second iteration, the WA will be added here, and one by one this will be getting added to item 2. So this is how we can use the for operator to loop through the internal table with the help of work area. So here, if we can either write the whole work area or we can write like this, because itab 2 is similar to ttnum, so it also has 4 fields. So I can write my c1 equal to, when the work area dash c1, c2 equal to work areas c2, c3 equal to so this is also this way also you can write. So let's see once. Okay, let me now write there my tab 2 So we can see in the I tab 2 also we have all those columns. So this is how we can use the for statement to read all to read the entries of an internal table through work area. Now suppose I'm not assigning C4. Inside the bracket we have the fields of I tab 2. Okay. So suppose I am not giving the I am writing till here only. So now let's see what would be the output. So this time our C4 will be empty. So you can see C4 is all 0. So this is how we can use the for operator. What we have to do is write after the value and giving the type in the bracket we have to write for, and after that the name of the work area in the table with that we want to loop through, and inside the next bracket we will be giving the fields which we want to create on the left hand side. The fields value we want to be taken from our LT so one by one in work area WA the value is getting assigned, and from there it is getting assigned to our C1 C2 C3 which are the fields of itab 2. So this is the way, this is the alternative way of earlier that we used to do. What we used to do, loop at itab, loop at lt underscore num into work area, and then we used to write c1 equal to work area dash, and then we used to append. So this was a conventional way, and now this is the new way. So hope you understood this. Now suppose I don't want all the records of lt num to be iterated, okay, to be visited. So I just want the ones where c1 is greater than 2, like some condition, okay, or c2 is less than 3, any condition. So what we can do is we can write here where, then brackets, and then here we can write the condition, like I want where c2 is greater than 2, please visit only those records where c2 is greater than 2 and assign it to the fields of itab 2. So let's see what would be the output. So you can see that where c2 is, what was the condition, greater than 2, so it started from 3. So now you can see that in one line only we are able to create another table from an existing LT-num table with fewer fields and fewer records. So hope this for operator is clear. So the more you will be doing the programming using these new syntax, more you will be getting familiar with. So now let's see some other things related to for operator.